I don't want to be that person, but with the Supreme Court ruling on birthright citizenship tomorrow, I just want anyone who either voted for Trump, considers themselves MAGA, is a Republican, or just knows a lot about the Supreme Court case to give me some reassurance, any reassurance at all, that Trump isn't going to try to backlog on birthright citizenship. Like, from my understanding, he's only going to go back 5 years in terms of rolling back birthright citizenship. But in my head, I'm also thinking, what's to stop him from going back 50 years, 100 years, 150 years? So if you have anything at all that can put my mind at ease about him not trying anything funny with birthright citizenship, leave it in the comments below, or duet, or stitch, or however you feel like replying.
Trump has officially blocked birthright citizenship.
We're cooked.
Trump said he wants it banned because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship. And it wasn't meant for that reason. It was meant for the babies of slaves. The Supreme Court had a 6-3 ruling that this will take effect in 30 days. And lower courts tried to block it initially until the Supreme Court said this will not be blocked because I will allow it.
So we can amend the Constitution now?
Yeah! Judges and law professors are saying this allows Trump to rewrite federal law and takes power away from the U.S. citizens. Law professors then claimed a dictatorship is 100% taking place in America and said this is unconstitutional. And now the new birthright citizenship law says children who are born into the U.S. without at least one American parent or at least one green card holder will not be recognized as an American citizen. He finally took America back.
What about people who were born in America with non-American parents before the ruling was placed?
They're safe under the previous ruling, but now over 150,000 babies born in America will face the option of being deported, as they will not be recognized as American citizens. They should have just came here legally.
How are we gonna deport babies?
It's too late. Deport the babies. Sorry, babies.
Any woman in the United States unlawfully who gives birth to a child and that father is not a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, that baby will not be considered a U.S. citizen. It also says that any woman who comes to the United States as a visitor or as a student or for business or through the visa waiver program, these are folks who are lawful here in the United States with a visa, also gives birth to a child during that lawful time here in the United States, but yet the father is not a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, that child is not a U.S. citizen. This executive order goes into effect, or it applies to babies who are born 30 days after the order. It directs federal agencies from recognizing the child as a U.S. citizen, and it also says that state and local governments who recognize these babies, the U.S. federal government will not agree with them. The ACLU was ready to go on day one with a lawsuit. They filed a lawsuit.
Listen, I need all y'all to listen up. Starting July 27th, states can start denying citizenship to babies or anyone whose parent isn't either a citizen or a green card holder. So I've heard. Let's dive into it. So from what I am hearing, Trump's executive order to ban birthright citizenship just got the green light. Now, 3 things this executive order is trying to do. 1, redefine the 14th Amendment of who gets citizenship under birthrights. 2, it says babies born in the U.S. won't automatically be U.S. citizens if their parent does not hold a green card or have U.S. citizenship. So that means a baby can get sent to a country it's never been to, or you may be able to get sent to a country you've never been to if your parents does not have citizenship or a green card. Now, I'm not saying that as soon as July 27th hit, they're going to go find everybody whose parent wasn't a U.S. citizen or have a green card and just kick y'all out. I'm not saying that. And this is still being fought in court because the 14th Amendment does clearly state if you are born in the U.S. or naturalized in the U.S., then you are a U.S. citizen. But I'm just letting you know from here on out, if your parents does not have a green card, you will not be considered a U.S. citizen.
30 days from now, birthright citizenship is ending in 20 states. He's about to become a dictator. So I want to think again to the MAGA who voted for him. Now we all got a problem because now we all deportable. Because birthright citizenship clearly means anybody born in the U.S. is not a citizen anymore. So everybody got a problem. So everybody's deportable. And that's going to create a huge, huge issue in this country if we all don't say something. Trump is becoming a dictator and becoming a tyrant in the world. The people that we used to go to war against, World War I, World War II, now we are becoming those types. And we're hurting our own government, our own president is hurting our own people. The same guy who says we never do anything for America, that wants to make America great again.
I know y'all seen the good news just came out with the birthright citizenship. Native Americans, you're done. African immigrants, you're done. Caribbean immigrants, you're done. All you other immigrants that was coming here benefiting off of black people treaty rights in their land, you're done. It's over. Y'all out of here. Y'all don't get no more benefits. All the benefits that were supposed to be coming directly to the so-called reclassified African Americans, the original indigenous people of this land. Y'all done. It's over. Y'all out of here. Tribal cards, done. Passing, no jurisdiction. It's over. All immigrants, y'all don't see no more benefits. All for black people rights and their inheritance.
Birthright citizenship question. What if the child is already born to parents who are undocumented? Will they strip citizenship from the child that is already here? They cannot strip the citizenship of any child who is already born. Guys, I'm covering all things related to Trump immigration changes. Follow for more.
The crazy thing about ending birthright citizenship is that this is stolen land. Like, the Europeans, quite literally, trying to get rid of birthright citizenship is crazy because this is a foreign land, technically. Like, this isn't your native land. Your native land is in Europe. Like, the thing is, oh, you're going to end birthright citizenship, so if you're, if your parents aren't citizens, then you're not going to be a citizen if you're born here. Okay, so if you go far back enough, though, the Europeans' descendants weren't born here either. They were in Europe. This is not their land either. The only people native to the land are the Native Americans. The Europeans literally came over here, stole the land from the natives, and then enslaved another group of people. And then once slavery was over, they were like, okay, well, we're going to give birthright citizenship to the children of slaves. And that's all that really matters. Anyone else, we don't need you. And then from there decided, okay, well, you don't need to be in our country. Oh, you can be in our country. Oh, you don't, like, making up these things as if they were the ones who were native to the land in the first place. Like, oh, if your parents weren't born here, then you're not a citizen. Okay, but if your great-great-great-grandparents weren't born here, then technically wouldn't that have been the cutoff? Oh, no, it only matters because it's people who are brown. It's people who are not white at the end of the day. And that's really all it comes down to. So it's just like, we can see what you're doing. But the thing is, Europeans are not native to this land. So we need to figure out something with that too for birthright citizenship. Let's go back and see where we are originating from. Let's do that then.
The irony of a white man trying to end birthright citizenship in America when a white man stole America from indigenous people. How does white people keep getting away with this?
When it comes to Black Americans, immigration, and citizenship, I've seen some very interesting takes and comments. One of them being people facetiously saying, oh, where are they going to deport me back to? Mississippi? Alabama? An actual video that I saw that was very alarming was someone saying, oh, they wanted us here. Excuse me? The only want plus here plus us equals to be used as chattel. It was as a result of resistance, us learning how to read, although that was illegal and could cost you your life, us pushing back, us fleeing oppression, that we were able to get rights, something they have never wanted for Black Americans, which is why the wealth gap is so huge, which is why we populate prisons over every demographic. No, you may not be deported to Alabama, but you may be Khalif Browder. Some of us couldn't even keep grandma's house, and y'all are going to convince me that you were able to still keep your great-great-grandmother, grandfather's birth certificate? Because that's what they're going after, the proof that your ancestors were actually born on this soil, not brought here.
Was officially blocked birthright citizenship. We're cooked. Trump said he wants it banned because hundreds of thousands of people are pouring into our country under birthright citizenship. It wasn't meant for that reason. It was meant for the babies of slaves. The Supreme Court had a 6-3 ruling that this will take effect in 30 days. And lower courts tried to block it initially until the Supreme Court said this will not be blocked because I will allow it.
Lock in, fuck niggas. We about to fact check this shit. First, if you fuck with me, make sure that follow button. Let's get it. What the hell are you talking about? Donald Trump did not block birthright citizenship. It's literally in the Constitution. And the Supreme Court did not rule in favor of blocking birthright citizenship. Now, I do believe that the Supreme Court gave Donald Trump a cheap win, but I also believe that this decision was actually not a bad one. This decision basically states that no lower court can just stop a president from doing executive order throughout the whole nation. In fact, they will need multiple people to come together to stop this and that. Because originally, one judicial judge can stop the president from doing anything throughout the whole country. And with a power like that, it can be abused. Now, before you get upset, hear me out. You see, what we need to understand is that Donald Trump is not the first president to have federal judges put injunctions on the things that they want to do. In fact, it's a move that the federal judges perfected years ago. Remember when Biden wanted to remove our student loans? You know what killed it? Federal judge injunctions. During Obama's presidency, he had a hard time giving worker visas for migrants because of federal court injunctions. Birthright citizenship will be in the Supreme Court. But until then, the 14th Amendment is still here. But here's the real problem. That means all executive orders that were blocked are potentially going to be unblocked in certain states. Meaning states with MAGA loyalists are more likely going to allow Donald Trump to do the things he wants to do in their states. And I mean everything from DEI to immigration. So yes, this ruling is good for future presidents, but for the current president, it's not good.